All right. Good evening, everybody. You are checking us out live on Philly Funk Radio and Philly Funk Television. And we are here on this Thursday. And of course, we are joined by my co-host, Mr. Van Stone. Van, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, man. Welcome everyone. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania live. And of course, we are Philadelphia, Black Philadelphia. And we're bringing that out. It's very important this week because there's just a lot of exciting things that's happening here in Philadelphia. We're representing the nation. And of course, we know it's getting close to the election season, which will be the presidential election. But tonight, we're not going to discuss those major things. We are going to get into what's actually happening here in Philadelphia. So, what's up to all our followers, our viewers, and of course, our family out there in Texas? Also, Virginia, and we're just all over the place. California, and we're growing. Virginia as well. So, tonight we have with us, of course, Terrence Haney. He's
Rainy.
Philadelphia's own boxer.
Rainy. Like a rainy day.
I
Yeah, what's
said
up, man?
Okay, you know what? I keep getting Haney and Rainy mixed up, man. But we'll fix that later. Thanks, Terrence. Thanks so much for sticking with us. And of course, he's from Philadelphia. He's back joining us. We have Warren Bloom, who's here. He just came in, part of the team. Former candidate for mayor 2023. And we're going to talk about some exciting new things with the whole concept of Van Stone Television, Philly Funk Radio, Van Stone Productions Foundation. Now, last week we had some fun, Warren. Let me tell you what happened. We did our first icebreaker, and it was so exciting and so funny that even, Terrence, I don't know if Terrence was in on it. I think Terrence missed that one too. So what it is, we have vocalists a cappella, and you just make up a couple of verses, and anybody who's on the team here, you listen, and of course, you try to guess the song. Now, Alex, the musician, he is wonderful and great with that. He's kind of under the weather, so he's not going to be here today. Now, I'm a vocalist, and you're a vocalist, and I like to have at least 3 vocalists. Now, that was the first show.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm going to put you on the spot. If you would like to lead this, it's going to be kind of fun. You can select any 3 songs that you want to sing a cappella, and we're going to guess it. And if we get it wrong, you just tell us what it is. You want to try it? If not, we'll just go right into the show.
I just got to think of a nice song.
Anything. Doesn't matter. We know you're
I'm not a singer, man.
vocalist,
Okay. All right. All right. I'll go with the song.
All right, don't tell us the name of the song. Don't mess up the game show now.
Right.
We're supposed to guess it. And you say it wrong if you want to, and then we'll try to guess it. That's how I go. So we're going to do three verses, and, go ahead. Anything. Doesn't matter. Not the whole thing. Something short to the point. Whatever.
Love makes the world go round, and love makes the seesaws go up and down, and it makes trees grow tall. And the most important thing of all, it makes a boy and girl, say they feel so fine now, feel so fine without love.
Okay, wow, man, you did more than one.
Blow
Oh my God! Hey, more. You're supposed to stop now and let us guess it. Oh my God! Okay,
right.
So I know it's a classic. That's for sure.
Right.
Is it from the
70s? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Warren, you're messing the game up. You're not supposed to tell us. We're supposed to try to guess. Then you're going to tell us who it is. Okay, so I don't know who it is. Jerry, who is Jerry? Jerry is really,
you know what?
He knows all the stuff.
I know I heard it before, but I can't think of what it is right now. And I know when I finally hear who and what it is, I'm going to be like, I had it.
Okay, Terrence.
I don't know. It sounds like a Lou Ross song. I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
Wow.
You remember that song, Terrence?
No, it's like a Lou Ross song, though.
Okay.
Okay, tell us what it is now. That's it. Now tell us, what is it?
Deion Jackson.
What?
Deion Jackson. I think he's out of Detroit or Canada somewhere.
Okay.
But it was a real big hit during the 70s. Everybody remembers the Copacabana, right, in New York. Well,
Yes,
back in the
definitely.
70s, Kenny Gamble opened up a place right over on 52nd and Sansom on the second floor, and they called it the Copacaboo. And
Wow.
all the teenagers would have it was a nightclub atmosphere, but for teenagers.
Wow.
And they had live musicians, and we was like in Hollywood because we had our own big giant space in there, it was like a nightclub. It was really nice, and you had to pay to get in there, but they had some of the finest musicians and stuff right there at the Copacaboo at that time
Okay.
on 52nd and Sansom.
Wow, that's
Wow.
exciting. Okay, now we're going to go with one more verse, Warren, because you just changed the game show, and that's okay because it's a game show. We don't want anybody to steal it. You giving us detail. The first week we didn't get all the detail, but we appreciate it. Give us one more, any verse. We're going to get this one. We got to. We got it last week on the third try. So give us
Okay.
another song.
Okay, let's say you'll never find another love like mine. You'll keep searching and searching your whole life through.
Wow.
You'll never.
Okay, you can stop there, and you sound pretty good. Okay, all right, Terrence, you seem like you already know. Who is it, Terrence?
Lou Ross.
Yay!
Okay, Lou Ross. Jerry,
Now,
did you get it? Did you
Now, I've
Lou
always
Ross?
wondered, is that song "You're Gonna Miss My Lovin'" or "You'll Never
Yeah.
Find"? Which one is it?
You're,
wow.
you're gonna miss my loving. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was great. Okay,
No,
so
that was
what
good,
I do, I'm
'cause-
gonna do the same thing. Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead.
Nah,
before I
that was
close
good
up.
because I was gonna ask Warren, give me something easy. Because last week I didn't get 2 out of the 3.
Yeah, but that was good. Well, but we all got the last one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna close. This is how the show go. Since I'm a vocalist, I'm gonna do my one song this week. See if you guess who it is. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo? All right, who is it?
You did that last week. It's the same one, the Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh, all right, you got it. All right.
And by
Warren,
the
did
way,
you know
just
that?
for the record,
No, I didn't. But I
Yeah.
I had to think about it. Yeah. Woo woo
Oh,
woo.
what?
Jeffrey Osborne.
Yeah,
How
Jeffrey
about you,
Osborne.
Terrence? Did I have you
Yeah.
fooled?
Yeah. I knew. I didn't know who the artist was. I knew the song.
Okay, cool.
And by the
good.
way-
so this is all fun. That's the icebreaker, and I'm gonna keep doing the same thing until everybody get it. But next week we'll see what else happens. All right, so
Hey, by
let's
the way,
go
man.
right into the topic of what's actually happening. We have Cassie Smith. She's with us as well. She's not here tonight, but she will be down at the Lou and Choose in North Philadelphia. Man, they're really doing a great thing there, and we are just excited to be a part of that. So, it's open mic, and, we look forward to that in North Philadelphia with Cassie Smith. Other than that, we have an exciting topic to talk about. The new situation that's about to happen here in West Philadelphia. We are about to open up a new center right here in West Philadelphia. It's going to be the Van Stone Center, but it's going to be a multiple center named after several people, starting with the team itself. So the Van Stone Center is just going to be so exciting. We're going to highlight several things, okay, which is really needed. Now, this is coming back from when COVID, we actually had a center open a couple of blocks from here, and we ran that for 2 years. This time, we really hope that we can keep it open, and we're going to serve the community in so many different ways, and that's what I really want to talk about tonight, guys. Coming into the part of the Van Stone Center, we're going to have the Warren Bloom Family Center. That's going to be also a part of it. So the way we're going to do this center, and then we're going to talk about it, all the things that's going on, is just like how it's education based in the school. So you have a corner here named after one topic and a corner here at another topic. And that way, what happens when the kids are in preschool, they go all around to each corner and they get a chance to spend a certain amount of time exploring learning. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this to Philadelphia. under what the new mayor, Sherelle Parker, is really theming, which is safe, clean, and green. That's our goal. And we hope to actually create a new department for the city of Philadelphia. We're going to pitch this to the mayor. And not only the mayor, we're going to pitch this to the state reps national wide. And also, we're even going to go outside of Philly because we have the mayor of Yaden. He once was a part of this program. He'll be coming back. Hopefully, he'll be on our podcast show. So I'm going to throw it to you, Warren. Tell us a little bit about what is the theme is going to be about with the Warren Bloom Family Center.
Well, that's what it's going to be about. I think it should be about family, of course, and not only family dealing with in challenging maybe crisis situations, but we want to help needy families that are have some challenges, and also inspiration for youth to engage in musical education. And I think there's going to be my two focuses, but we're probably going to expand that. But we want to help families who are dealing with crisis issues. And of course, we want to encourage our future, which is our youth.
Yeah, that's going to be really powerful because we're located here in West Philadelphia at 5037 Walnut Street. And believe it or not, for our viewers and listeners, Walnut Street is actually considered a highway here in Philly. So we're going to be really unique that we're actually going to have a safe haven. Talk a little bit more about this center where usually kids playing along the highway is dangerous. But here for the first time, we're going to really show that regardless of highway or not, it's going to be really safe to play in this area. So I'm going to throw it to you, Terrence, for a minute, because Terrence, you have a great concept. We're going to piggyback on you talked about in the last two shows. We're able to talk about that and maybe implement and push that concept that you're talking about when it comes to safety. So you want to remind the viewers again of your concept and your thought about the bullets, the guns, and safety.
Well, I just say it's good to marry the gun and the bullet together, since there's a loophole that has been addressed with bullets having the same effect for a felon as having a firearm. So we wanted to close that loophole and make it harder for bullets to make bullet accessibility harder. So if you, as a felon, if you get caught with one bullet, you can go to jail just as if it was a pistol. So we want to close that loophole and stop the availability of, slow down the availability of bullets, and also eventually over time make the bullets mark the bullets with identification markings on it.
Okay, that's really exciting.
Let me follow up. Go ahead, Terrence. Tell us, give an update of what else happened today in relation to that, or in the last 24 hours, to say. Yeah, it might be concerning the former president too.
Oh well, I seen they was talking on CNN that one of the former prosecutor was saying that a felon, Donald Trump can't carry a gun, or if you're a felon, you can't carry a gun, period. So with that being said, by him having one gun, they trying to say, they might want to come at him about a one gun that's missing. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah.
So that, in other words, because the president, of course, is a convicted felon, that law, goes out to him. So whereas in the past, even though he's got security around him and our tax dollars are paying for Secret Service, he cannot carry a gun or even have bullets.
Let me interject on this. He also gonna get the nuclear codes, though. It doesn't make sense. How you gonna have the nuclear codes, but you can't carry a pistol? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna make that one work.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I think he would only get the nuclear codes if he were to be reelected.
Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying. And it's a chance, 50-50, he can be reelected. And if he does, he gets the nuclear code. But he can't carry a pistol, though. But he can destroy all of humanity, though, with one press of a button. So,
well, Let me come in shortly on that, and then we're going to get back to our exciting Philadelphia information, just so everyone can feel comfortable. You know, again, this is my field, Topley, as the political analyst, and I'm very good at making the predictions about things that happen. When Trump first ran, I made the prediction that he was going to win. This time, the way things are going, I'm making another prediction that's probably going to make most of our viewers and listeners more comfortable. He's probably not going to make it this time. And so therefore, but just in case, you know, it's possible that I could be wrong. He'll be sitting in jail because he's been convicted and he can't get away with that. It's a state issue. So even with the codes, he'll still be in jail. And in that case, he won't really have that type of access to just be able to do whatever he want to do. So if he wanted to do it, it would have to be brought to him in jail, mobile. So, you know, those type of things is just not going to happen. Trump is not going to get away with it. And, you know, we can have a full show on him at another day. But let's get back to the positive of what we're doing here in Philly. So here's another thing. We're going to talk about the center. One of the other things the center is going to be named after the LGBTQ community. It's going to be called the LGBTQ Center. And I know the four of us can talk about that, because in that particular community, when we talk about safety, that community is really in need of Terrence, of your concept, because we're going to say 90% of the LGBTQ community, they are professionals. And what that means is that they actually work. But guess what? 95% of the LGBT community are endangered. They feel unsafe. They're harassed. They just don't feel welcome. So with this LGBTQ community here at the Vanstone Center, we're going to start out something that is not going on in Philly citywide. We're going to have the openness, the welcomeness, and we're going to have the same programs for young and old. So what do you think about that, Warren? I'm going to go back to you first on that. Everybody should have a great comment on that.
And afterwards, we're going to take a break. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say this. My brother, Bill Bloom, who wrote the Double Dutch Bus song, the famous song, is openly gay. When I first, this was years ago when he first, came out. I was against it. But as a politician, politicians can't be against the LGBTQ. Quiet as it kept, probably the largest voting bloc in America is probably the LGBTQ, and a lot of them are on the down low, and all of them don't come out, but they still oppose a great voting bloc. Personally, I don't believe in same-sex whatever, but I don't condemn them in the sense that if that's the life they choose, that's on them. I respect a person's right to love who they want to love. I personally don't believe in it, but my brother is openly gay, and I love him as a human being, and as my brother, even though I may not agree with him on everything. So, but I will, protect him as my blood. But I think it's perhaps a good idea in the concept that you're not excluding them, as opposed to letting them come to be a part of the community and to contribute what they can contribute.
Okay, Jared.
All right. Actually, I'm going to chime in, but I'm going to take a break real quick because we're running out of time real quickly. We'll be right back.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that the big homie needs help too. You can't just rebound from everything. I know you've been grinding.
Let's go.
But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. I wonder why we waited so long. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind. Let's see how far we can go.
All right, we are back, and we got just about 10 minutes left. So, you were talking about the LGBT with the Van Stone Center that we're going to have now. I do have a lot of LGBT friends that are part of that community, and actually, I think it's good. It's good. We got to be welcoming to everybody, the LGBTQIA trans community. You know, we got to be open, and we got to reach out to them because, like Warren said, they are like a lot. Like they vote in every election, so you know you do got to pay attention, and you do got to recognize, and you know. So anyway, let's go to Terrence and let's see what you have to say.
I personally don't have any opinion. I don't have any friends or anyone that's in that community, basically. So. I mean, if that's the law, you're supposed to, you got to abide by it, but I don't have really an opinion on that. People can love who they want to love, you know, that's about it.
Okay, and we appreciate your honesty, and that's why we have a very special team person here with our station. Actually, it's my son. His name is Kashim Turpin. He was supposed to be here. He would be a part of this big announcement for that. But unfortunately, he can't make it because out of New York, he's a teacher, and it's prom night tonight. Okay. So imagine that. He has to be at the prom. And let me just tell his story, interestingly, because since, Terrence, I'm going to piggyback off what you said. I think it's very important since we have like 5 minutes left. The LGBTQ community, they are professionals. They're brothers, sisters, mothers. They're everyone that we love, just like Warren has said. But, you know, just having difficulties based on that, people who don't know and understand, they face a lot of unnecessary drama. For an example, you know, some of the LGBTQ community who qualify themselves or identify themselves as gay, and these are gay men, you know, they actually wear dresses. So in Kasim's case, his plan was to wear a dress to the prom. Meanwhile, it's not a rule where you can't do that as a male teacher. And you have many students who are also the youth LGBTQ, and they need a lot of support, a lot of love. And so when you have a haven where they can go and someone can understand them, it's going to be just a wonderful thing. The other thing is, let me bring in what the mayor was talking about again. Mayor Sherelle Parker, for our viewers and listeners who may have just joined us. She actually drew out her plan, which is safe, clean, and green. And me and Warren, we just been practicing, you know, this new plan the mayor is talking about. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting with the LGBTQ community and others, we can really implement that, especially here, right on this street, Walnut Street, because I'm talking about the terribleness of the dirt and so forth and so on, you know, the complaint about Philly. But here's what's bigger. The dog walkers. And I told Warren we want to talk about that big if we have at least 3 minutes to talk about that. The dog walkers, where they walk their dogs on the cement and the dogs just poop on the cement. That's a major, huge problem. They won't take the dog outside and let it be right in front of their house and poop in front of their house. They will walk a little ways down, and you know, you have to come outside, kids, mom, dad, and walk into poop, which is crazy. So what do you think, Warren? Because I said I was going to get right into it and expose it.
Yeah, there's a law that's illegal. They're supposed to carry a bag and some gloves, where that if their their pet does go on a payment there to pick it up and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm totally against people. Most responsible pet owners don't allow that. So that's for the people who do it, and it's a shame. And I think it's terrible.
Right, but the dog walkers, that's right. Not the pet lovers, but the dog walkers.
Yeah, the dog walkers normally don't, well, they know that, and they should, most of them should practice that. Right,
but here's the point. With this new process or concept that we want to pitch to the mayor, right?
Right.
Why don't we have this with the safe, clean, and green?
Green, that's right.
Why don't the mayor empower the people who want to do this, right? And mainly it's the block captains who are here with some enforcement powers instead of just giving out tickets for those who don't cut the grass. How about we give out tickets for those who are walking their dogs and we catch them pooping and letting the dog
Yes.
poop? What you guys
And
think? Jerry, what do you think
You
about
know,
that? We haven't heard from you.
You know, it's funny that you mention that because I live in a 25 unit building, right? And we have tenants in my building that have dogs that are almost as big as them. Like it gets to the point where when I leave my apartment and I see somebody, the dog is pretty much walking them. And these big giant dogs poop like humans, basically. And these
Right.
people, they'll take the dog to just poop all out of the building and everything like that. And like you said, we got kids and everything living in the building, so of course they step in it. It's an environmental nightmare. It's waste. It's a possibility
Yes.
to breed all kinds of diseases and so forth. And
Right.
it's just not healthy. I think they really need to start enforcing the tickets. There was a sign I seen on somebody's lawn, and excuse the term, it said, quote, "Curb your damn dog." It literally said
Right.
that, and it's the truth. I mean, the stuff is ridiculous.
Okay, Terrence, you had a thought?
Yeah, good idea because that there gives other dogs diseases. If another dog smells it and the dog has certain diseases, especially if it's not vaccinated properly, it can kill another dog. It can
Oh, really?
get parvovirus. It's called
Oh.
parvovirus. Dog can get parvo. So if a puppy that's not vaccinated, whatever, and go up and smell it, it can get a dog parvo. Kill 'em. So
Really?
yeah, oh yeah. So they definitely need to enforce that. Matter of fact,
Well,
a couple days ago,
yeah.
I had to make a lady get her dog poo. She tried that on me out in front of my house out here in Texas, and I happened to notice her, and I had made her get it up, and she said, "Excuse me," and she got it up. But yeah, she tried it. So yeah, and that is a good idea to be enforced. The only thing it'll cause to put you in direct conflict with somebody though, if you're a citizen, and the chances of policing somebody do that is slim. But a citizen or a block captain is putting the block captain in position for for violence. So somebody might take offense to it because you're not authority.
Well, that's why we're coming up with this new program, and we're going to piggyback off of the mayor. We've been trying to have a sit down with the mayor. So Mayor Sherrell Parker, and just in case you see this particular show, we know that the candidate who ran for mayor, Warren Bloom, he's about all of this as part of the process, and it's really simple to actually make this work. And if we had all the block captains, citywide, able to do this and have some empowerment to write a ticket, it wouldn't really be an aggressive thing because we would train them to do it. So training comes in every way, you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Warren, you was going to say something?
By the way, we got to wrap
So, yeah.
up. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Warren.
yeah,
finish your
I
thought.
agree. I'm glad we're having this conversation. Terrence knew more about the dangers of this, and that's an education to the viewers.
All right, we're about
Okay.
to wrap up, but I just want to get everybody's final thoughts about everything, and then we're going to close out for the night. And of course, well, I'm actually going to start with Warren. Warren, what final thought did you want to give for the night?
Well, again, I think we need to support the mayor's new initiative to make this the safest, cleanest, and greenest city in America, and that we need to support our communities with. And I'm encouraging people to become a block captain. All you have to do is call 311, and they'll send you out an application.
All right, I'm going to do my final thought. By the way, Sherrell Parker, if you're out there listening, contact us. You could go to phillyfunkradio.com. Send us a message. We would love to have you on, and we actually think you're doing a good job. So I personally would love to interview you about your plans for the future. Terrence.
Let's stop this violence and let's get close this loophole with these bullets, with these projectiles out here, and close the loophole. Let's get it to Congress and get it done, and so that saves some of these lives.
Amen.
And last but not least, Van.
Okay, so we remind all our viewers and listeners about the new Van Stone Center that's coming. Van Stone Philadelphia Center will be here in the middle of the block, West Philadelphia, 5037 Walnut Street. Second floor, look for it, and also the Warren Bloom Family Center. Warren Bloom is so humble, he just keeps forgetting about to promote himself. And it's so important because what we're doing, the names, the people and the kids and everybody should get used to the names of the people who are here now. We're going to make this change citywide. Stick with us and go to vspfoundation.org, phillyfunkradio.com, and get in touch with us. Enjoy our music and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're about to go out for
Thank
the
you.
night. Thank you,
Thank
everyone,
you.
for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.
All right.
Thank you.